Welcome back, fellow cardboarders. Today we're back here with our old friend ChatGPT, and we've got a very special task for it today. I want ChatGPT to create a unique and fun EDH deck for us. So here we go, and let's see what it comes up with.
Sure. Here's a unique and fun commander deck list for Magic: The Gathering. This deck features Hrin, the Returned King, as the commander and focuses on political interactions and group dynamics, making for a memorable and enjoyable gameplay experience.
Okay, and here is the whole deck list. We have Kenrith here, a whole bunch of lands, 36 of those, no basics, okay, interesting. We have Ramp, a couple of talismans, Soaring, okay. We have some card draw, 10 cards in total. Smothering Tithe as card draw, interesting. We asked for a fun deck, okay, guess fun for us. Consecrated Sphinx is in here. Okay, Skull Clamp, interesting. Okay. Heuristics that is also in there. Fun, of course. Assault Suit is a fun card. Zedru is a fun commander, okay. The Hunted Cycle is also quite interesting, and enchanting your opponent's creatures with vows is certainly also on the interesting side. Cyclonic Rift, okay. Merciless Eviction to Fierce Protection. So quite a lot of staples in here as well, interesting. And then we have win conditions, okay. So we're trying to win with Approach of the Second Sun, Felidar Sovereign, Test of Endurance. So gaining a whole bunch of life, I suppose. Rite of Replication, Insurrection, Torment of Hellfire.
This deck revolves around the politics of multiplayer Magic: The Gathering, encouraging cooperation with opponents and making deals to achieve your win conditions. Hrin, the Returned King, offers versatility and can help you in various situations. It's a unique and fun deck that promotes a social and interactive commander experience.
Okay, so I like the general idea of this deck. I don't think this is a total of 100 cards. I think there are a couple of missing. But, I mean, I don't mind. We can just add the rest of the cards, so this would be our inspiration. But let's see if I prompt it to make a 100 card deck and maybe build something no one has ever come up with. We get a better list. Let's see.
Certainly. Here's a unique and fun commander deck with an unconventional theme featuring Taniwa as the commander. Taniwa is an underutilized and often overlooked creature in MTG, making it a great choice for a unique deck concept. This deck aims to play around with land manipulation and create a memorable gaming experience.
For those of you who don't know what Taniwa is, that certainly is a unique creature and will create a memorable gaming experience. I don't know if people let you play a second time, because it kind of moves into the area of land distraction. So yeah, let's see about the deck list. So we have the first weird thing here.
Taniwa, yes, it's also a land.
Huh?
And no, it's not. And then when we look at the rest of the lands, we have 29 deserts in here, which is not legal, but certainly interesting. Then a whole bunch of mana rocks, the usual card draw, I suppose. Wheel of Fortune here, it's a mono blue deck, okay, that doesn't work. Desert's Hold, okay, I don't know that card, I don't know if you do. Let's see what it does in a sec. Simic Growth Chamber. Scape Shift, yeah sure, let's put Scape Shift in a mono blue deck. So yeah, that doesn't work. And Desert's Hold can be a win con too. Let's look at this card for a second. This is Desert's Hold. It's an aura that enchants a creature for 3 mana. It's white, so that also does not fit into the deck. When it enters the battlefield, if you control a desert or a desert in a graveyard, you gain 3 life. An enchanted creature can attack, block, or activate its activated abilities. I don't know how this can be a win con in any deck. Especially not in a Taniwa deck.
This deck is built around a whimsical theme of lands and Taniwa. It aims to manipulate lands, create a unique environment with various deserts, and utilize Taniwa's ability to keep opponents on their toes. While it may not be the most competitive deck, it's designed for fun and surprise, making it a memorable experience for everyone at the table.
By the way, for those who are wondering, Desert, it's a very old card from the first expansion of Magic the Gathering here from Arabian Nights. Has been reprinted a couple of times, it's not on the reserved list. It deals 1 damage to an attacking creature. So this won't even win you the game in any way or anything, you just ping a damage to a creature. But what I suppose is that ChatGPT really likes deserts, and deserts certainly is a unique deck idea. So let's see what we can do with that.
Certainly, a desert-themed commander deck can be a lot of fun. Here's a 100-card EDH deck list focused on the desert theme, with Ronas the Indomitable as the commander to represent the wilderness.
And then we have a whole bunch of deserts. It's a mono-green deck, and I'm pretty sure those aren't all green here. So I'm pretty sure this one is blue, this one is black. We'll see in a second. I'll put it on Mox Field to see what the whole deck list looks like in the end. There's no Castle Gavany, that does not exist. It's Gavany Township. So that will be a problem. Other than that, there are a whole of green cards in here. Let's see how the deck wants to win.
This desert-themed commander deck revolves around a synergy between desert lands, creatures, and cards that interact with deserts. The deck aims to control the board, generate tokens, and ultimately win through big creatures and powerful finishers like Cratterhoof Behemoth. Ronas the Indomitable can help pump up your creatures for massive attacks. Enjoy the desert-themed adventure.
So I suppose just a regular big beater deck, or a whole bunch of creatures, and then you have the Crater Hoof to end the game. So I have uploaded the deck list onto Moxfield, and you see here a whole bunch of reds and yellows throughout the deck list. And the reason is they're just not in the color identity of our original Snake God here. So those are quite playable cards, obviously. Some of them ChatGPT also added double or even 3 times in here, so that doesn't work. And we have a total of 96 cards, so we would still have to add 4 plus the doubles or triples in here. And what I also noticed is that there is not a single forest in here, which is sad since Nissa, who shakes the world, wants to tap forest for double the mana. So we can't use that. So that's quite a weird deck list. We don't have a whole bunch of creatures in this deck to pump up with Ronas here. We get a whole bunch of plant tokens, I suppose, but that's about it, I think. We get some with the Hour of Promise and some with the Convergence here, but I don't think much more. So this deck doesn't work yet, and I think we should go 2 or even 3 color to actually be able to get the deserts to work. So let's switch back to ChatGPT, and let's maybe get an Abson deck going here.
Certainly, creating an Abson, white, black, and green commander deck with a desert theme is a unique idea. Here's a 100-card EDH deck list with Anafenza, the foremost as the commander, centered around the desert theme.
So spoiler alert, this also does not have 100 cards in it. But let's see what ChatGPT added here. Still no basic lands, okay. Pretty much the same ramp cards, always Soul Ring, I think always Mana Crypt, Mana Vault. I think we've seen Sylvan Library at least 2 or 3 times already. Skull Clamp is in here again. Smothering Tithe is in here double as ramp and card draw. We have some Desert Synergy apparently here, okay, interesting. And I suppose we have the Scorpion God twice in here, and a Soul Scar Mage in an Abson deck.
This Abson desert-themed commander deck focuses on land synergy, token generation, and desert interactions. Anafenza, the foremost, serves as a versatile commander, while the deck leverages powerful cards to control the board, create tokens, and draw cards. Enjoy the unique theme and gameplay experience.
So this is what attempt 2 looks like here on Mox Field. All of the deck lists, by the way, are in the description if you want to look at them. I'm not going to change them, but we see here much less red markers and a couple of yellow ones for double or triples, just doubles, which we obviously would have to replace with other cards. Again, what I notice here, Anafenza, I suppose, is just there for her second ability. The first ability is rather minor. What I notice here is that we only have 12 creatures in here, and we're playing Beast Whisperer, for example. We're also not playing a lot of -1/-1 cards, just a couple. These we would have to replace. This one we would have to replace. It can't go in here with Anafenza as our commander. Tristani won't do much since we don't have that many creature generators again. So this is where this deck is lacking again, and we would have to put in a whole bunch of token generators maybe. So the Sandworm Convergence we have. We also have Divine Visitation. So maybe cards like Bitter Blossom should go in here. The Might Generator from the, I think, Mom set, I'll show it on screen what I mean, could also go in here. We have the Monument that also creates some creatures, but only from those 12 we have here, and 3 of them are not even legal. Well, plus the commander. But yeah, we would have to change it obviously a little to make it work in some way. We are playing a couple of deserts in here. Scavenger Grounds is also a desert, but we're not really utilizing our deserts in any way. And I noticed that there is a desert commander, which is the Hazazon here, but I suppose it's not yet in the database of ChatGPT. So let's check what the most recent set is according to ChatGPT.
As of my last knowledge update in January 2022, the latest Magic, the Gathering set was Infinity. However, Magic, the Gathering releases multiple sets each year, and the release schedule can change. I recommend checking the official Wizards of the Coast website or a trusted source for the most up-to-date information on the latest Magic, the Gathering set as of October 2023.
Okay, so that makes sense. So probably Hazazon is not in there yet. By the way, I noticed that the Desert's Hold is not in our second attempt here, which would be such a great inclusion, since it is a win-con according to ChatGPT, but oh well. Now, what I wanted to do next is ask ChatGPT what unique themes it can come up with for EDH. And here's a whole list. I will not let it read through everything. You can just pause the video for a sec to see what it proposed. And there are certainly some interesting ideas. For example, like the Hive Mind. I've already built a deck like that years ago, revolving around the Hive Mind and Eye of the Storm. But this deck just took way too long to resolve, though it was a fun and unique experience. And then there are a whole bunch of rather typical themes. And I've been playing since 2011, since the first Commander set came out. So I am actually looking for interesting and unique themes, which is one of the reasons why this channel exists, to share unique ideas with you all and also bounce off ideas, give inspiration, and also to let you decide what you think I should build. We have a commander vote in the community tab, which you might want to check out. This will be the next commander deck that I'm going to build. And if you have any other ideas of what to vote on next, do let me know in the comments below, either here on this video or in the comments of the community poll. Another fun comment I found here was embrace the dark side of Magic with a land destruction deck. and it also offered me to build a stacks deck, which is super fun with Grand Augustine and Winter Orb. Don't build this kind of deck, please. But I wanted ChatGPT to go a little further and give me some even more unique deck ideas. Again, you can stop the video here to read through everything. There are some quite unique ideas, and I will go into one of the ideas deeper and actually build a deck around it together with ChatGPT. And I will comment on the one or the other stuff, since I did like the idea of Homunculus Hive, though there are only 24 Homunculus in existence right now, so maybe this will be a thing in the future. And I like that ChatGPT invented bee creatures. They are all insects. I don't know. I don't recall any of the creatures being bees. And obviously, let's put a Dragon Brood Mother in there, because why not? But the actual deck that spiked my interest was the fifth idea here, the Hrin alignment. Because I had to look up this card again, and I was like, who was that? Why don't I know this card? And the reason for that is because you can't really play it or win with it in Commander. Or can you? Let's see what ChatGPT has to say about Hrin alignment.
Hrin alignment. Create a deck with the goal of aligning Hrin alignment cards and potentially winning the game in an unconventional way. Include tutors, like research and development, to find and manipulate the cards.
I also had to look up research and development and noticed that I'm actually playing this in my Calamax instant tribal deck. It has 140 cards and is totally legal. If you haven't checked it out yet, do check it out after this one. But the idea of this card is you can shuffle up to 4 cards you own from outside the game into your library. So with this card, we could actually choose another 4 Hrin alignments from outside the deck and put it into our deck. So we're starting with 1, and now we have 5 in total, and we only need 4 Hrin alignments to actually win the game. So 1 on the battlefield, 1 in exile, 1 in our hand, and 1 in our graveyard. But now you might want to say, but CardboardTutor, those kind of wish cards are not legal in Commander. They don't really have a target. They are legal, but they don't really have a target since you don't have a sideboard. And there is actually a note or ruling from 2009, which states if you're not playing a tournament, you can choose any card from your collection. And since Commander is a casual format, you can choose any card from your collection. Obviously, ask your playgroup beforehand if that is okay. If you tell them this is the goal of your deck, and it is a janky deck, Hrin alignment and winning with it is quite janky. It's not that you put in the strongest cards you own or the pieces that will just wreck everyone, but rather you're trying to play a fun and unique experience here and creating that for everyone. And I think it should be totally fine with everyone. Just let everyone know if that is okay, since there are some people who might find it unfair or, well, just generally against the rules or their rules. And if someone's against it, just play another deck if you're ever building a Hrin alignment or any wish cards including deck. Remember, we're here to have fun together, and just let everyone know this is the goal. You want to have fun. And obviously you have an out for the game, you have a win condition. You just have to achieve it with Hrin alignment, and research and development won't just win you the game on the spot. Now let's explore this deck idea a little deeper and see how we could build the Hrin alignment deck according to ChatGPT.
Creating a Hrin alignment themed EDH deck can be a fun and unique concept. Since Hrin alignment is a specific win condition, the deck will revolve around finding and aligning the Hrin alignment cards. You'll want a commander who can help you dig through your library and manipulate your cards effectively. Let's build a deck list with Una, Queen of the Fee, as the commander, as she can help with library manipulation and milling.
So there's a whole deck list again. Again, no basic lands, which I find quite interesting. We have the usual ramp cards in here. But what I realized or found a little sad is that it will be quite hard to get more Hrin alignments into our deck. There's a Mirror's Guile in here, so broke the color restriction again. And obviously we want to win with Felidar Sovereign and Approach of the Second Sun and Azor's Elocutors.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
All three of them don't fit into the Una deck.
The primary focus of this deck is to find and align the Hrin alignment cards while controlling the board and maintaining library manipulation. Una, Queen of the Fee, can generate tokens and help with milling, which complements the Hrin alignment win condition. Additionally, the deck includes a variety of card draw, counterspells, and removal to ensure you can protect your win condition and interact with opponents effectively. Enjoy the challenge of aligning the Hrin alignment.
So the last prompt of the day was to create a Teamer colored deck for the Hrin alignments so that we can play cards like Research and Development, but also newer cards like Wish, which was not included, I don't know why, since it came out in 2021, but we're gonna add it into the final deck list. Let's see what it has to say and what commander ChatGPT is going to choose for us.
Creating a Tema-colored Hrin alignment-themed EDH deck with Wish cards can be a fun and unique challenge. In Tema colors, red, blue, green, you'll have access to a mix of RAM, card draw, and Wish cards. Let's build a deck with Maelstrom Wanderer as the commander, taking advantage of Cascade and the versatility of Wishes.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Maelstrom Wanderer gives us Cascade, so we might even hit our Hrin alignments, but on the other hand also the colors for some Wish spells. Also no basic lands again, pretty much the same ramp here, pretty much the usual card draw. So you see a certain theme here with ChatGPT and deck generation. There are a whole bunch of staples in here, and then some cards that give the deck a little theme. Then again we have some off-colored cards like the Vampiric Tutor in here, or the Death or Golden Wish. Golden Wish would be great, but we're not playing white. And I also didn't want to play a 4-color or even 5-color deck for the Hrin alignment. I think those 3 colors should be fine. If you have a better commander in mind, do let me know. And obviously, again, those are our 3 win cons.
This Tema-colored Hrin alignment-themed EDH deck combines the alignment strategy with Wish cards for added versatility. Maelstrom Wanderer brings Cascade into the mix, allowing you to cast spells for free and increase your chances of finding and casting Hrin alignment. The deck includes a variety of RAM, card draw, and control elements to help you achieve your goal. Enjoy the unique challenges this deck presents.
Okay, so this is our attempt 3, which I uploaded onto Moxfield. This will be left like this, and I'm going to duplicate this list to make it a playable Hrin alignment Maelstrom Wanderer deck. You can find all those 4 lists we looked at today in the description below. Final thoughts on this: I think ChatGPT can be a nice tool for inspiration and ideas. It can also give you a deck list, but you will always have to polish it up, at least as far as ChatGPT's AI goes today. Probably in the future this will change. And you will always have a couple of more cards to put in yourself, since apparently it will not give you a 100 card deck list. Why, I don't know. But now I do want to hear from you. Have you ever used ChatGPT for MTG purposes? And for what? Let us know in the comments below. We are also trying to reach 500 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you enjoyed this video, or if this is your second video you're watching on this channel, do consider booping this button on the left, and a freshly hot, baked and ready video right out of the YouTube algorithm is on your right. And I wish you a beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.